They're for
Still a crime. Still a crime.
But I'm not
Still
a
a
fictitious
crime.
corporation. I'm a living person.
Yep, and that's why you're standing in front of me. If you were dead, the case would be dismissed.
We head to Adrian, Michigan for a pretrial hearing. 41-year-old Brian Musgrove has been charged with embezzlement, using a computer to commit a crime, and larceny in a building. 8 months earlier, Musgrove was arrested for allegedly stealing industrial tools and equipment valued at over $68,000 from his employer, a sawmill and lumber company. He was released on a $40,000 personal bond. And today, Musgrove appears before Judge Anna Marie Anzalone to discuss next steps in the case.
What's your name?
I'm here representing Brian Musgrove.
You're Brian Musgrove?
I'm here to represent.
I have no idea what that means, so why don't you come up to the podium? So what is your name?
Brian Joseph Musgrove.
Okay, are you an attorney? What's your P number?
I'm not an attorney.
So then you can't represent Brian Musgrove. So you are a defendant, correct?
I'm an ex-executor on that estate.
Okay, so none of that is valid or legal. So you have Michael Dagger Margosian. Okay, so he's your attorney. Okay, so go have a seat. When Mr. Dagger Margosian gets here, I'll call your case, okay?
Later, Musgrove's court-appointed attorney, Michael Dagger Margosian, joins the hearing remotely.
Mr. Musgrove, are you asking to no longer have counsel represent you?
What I'm understanding is that the courts is a private, for-profit.
So Mr. Musgrove, I know where you're going with this, and none of that is valid.
It appears Musgrove is trying to use the sovereign citizen defense.
I'm not the all caps name. The courts.
None of that is
deal with-
valid. None of that is law. You are standing in my courtroom. I have jurisdiction over you. So none of that is valid under the law of the state of Michigan or the Constitution of the United States of America.
What do you mean it is?
No,
The Supreme Court says it is.
nope, not valid. So what you are talking about is not going to get you out of this case. You're not going to be able to say all those things because it's not valid.
Everyone involved in this court case has a financial interest in the case.
I don't have a financial interest in your case. I get paid by the state of Michigan, whether you plead, whether it gets dismissed. I don't make any money off
In order
you.
for there to be a crime, there has to be a victim. There is no.
Well, the victim that's alleged in this would be that business.
Right, and I can't face that accuser because that business can't get on the stand for me to ask questions, and a third party.
But their
can't stand
representative
it.
can. Yes, they can. Yes,
Can.
they can. Yes, they
Okay.
can.
Despite the judge's explanation, Musgrove continues to argue.
All the
Can't.
laws and statutes that you guys go by
Are
for
legal.
corporations. They're for fictitious.
Still a crime. Still a crime.
But I'm not
Still
a
a
fictitious
crime.
corporation. I'm a living person.
Yep, and that's why you're standing in front of me. If you were dead, the case would be dismissed. So, do you want to represent yourself, or do you want to have an attorney to represent you?
I need some time to think.
A month later, Musgrove accepted a deal, pleading guilty to larceny in a building in exchange for the embezzlement and computer charges being dismissed. He was sentenced to 36 months probation and ordered to pay restitution of $21,660 to his former employer.
I don't understand what you're saying. I don't speak your language. I only speak man to man.
Next, we're in Green Bay, Wisconsin, where 22-year-old Ryan Desmith and 24-year-old Jordan Salmi are appearing on gun possession charges. 3 weeks earlier, the men attended a church Christmas pageant armed with loaded semi-automatic pistols. Desmith and Salmi are members of what's called the Hebrew Israelite community, along with former Green Bay Packer Kabir Baja Biamila, known as KGB. KGB was involved in a dispute with his ex-wife over his religious objections to their children appearing in the pageant. He asked the men to film the event in his absence for evidence. Desmith and Salmi refused to leave when church leaders asked. Police arrived and charged them both with disorderly conduct, obstructing an officer, and carrying a concealed weapon. Today, they're at the Brown County Court for a first appearance on the charges. And they're not going to make things easy for County Court Commissioner Cynthia Vopal.
Did you get my notice?
Your notice, sir?
I'm not a sir.
You can have a seat.
Have a seat, please.
The notice that Desmith asks about is one of a series of handwritten notes he and Salmi filed, which claim they're not part of the legal society and quote, idiots before the court. Their list of demands includes $300,000, no jail time, and various apologies and retractions. The commissioner moves on.
Do you plan on hiring an attorney?
I don't understand what you're saying. I don't speak your language. I only speak man to man.
Okay. I'm going to enter not guilty pleas on your behalf.
If you enter a plea on my behalf, you will be held fully liable.
And you will have these cases, we will be then sending this upstairs upstairs.
Desmith's defiance and language are similar to courtroom strategies of the sovereign citizen movement, which claims that state courts hold no jurisdiction over them.
Who are you?
I am the court commissioner. I'm in charge of hearing this introductory hearing in the court.
Who are you?
She just answered the question, sir.
So we don't have time for this. I have a courtroom full of people.
I'm not a sir.
The hearing ends when Desmith refuses to sign his bond paperwork.
Either sign this or we're gonna mark it as refused.
I deny service.
Okay. Refused, and then you can leave. Okay, you're done here.
Goodbye.
On his way out, he fist bumps his supporters, including KGB, who's watching from the gallery. The court has even less time for Salmi's dissent, which lasts only 30 seconds.
For I, man Jordan Salmi, am in a state of man, now past and forthwith. I'm not a
me
respondent
take him
or
in.
defendant.
You can leave. I'm asking you to leave. Is that an order? Leave, please.
Five months later, despite more disruptive court appearances, Desmith and Salmi's obstructing and disorderly charges were dismissed as part of a plea agreement. They were sentenced to 1 year probation for carrying a concealed weapon and banned from owning firearms in that time. They also had to write letters of apology to officers at the scene of the incident. Thanks for being a fan of CourtCam. Subscribe to A&E to never miss a new video and catch full episodes on aetv.com. Next, we're in the Broward County Bond Court in Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Go ahead, ma'am.
Mr. Shanus, Abraham Arthur Shanus, and I have been legally divorced for 31 years,
Okay.
and I have the papers to prove it.
This is 80-year-old Dolores Shinus. She landed herself in jail for resisting arrest after violating a restraining order filed by her ex-husband.
We both resided at 20 the Bend, and he paid for the apartment entirely. His assumption is because he paid for the apartment, he's entitled to do as he pleases.
I can't get in the middle of who owns the apartment.
I know, that's not the point.
My
The point I'm
is,
telling you,
I need to keep you away from him, all
I
right?
haven't bothered him for 31 years. Why would I bother him now?
Rather than actually getting up in arms, Judge John Hurley decides to release Shinus on a personal recognizance bond so long as she agrees to stay away from her ex-husband.
You are not allowed to call him, text him, email him. You are to stay 500 feet from him at all times. That's where he lives, where he works, anywhere in between. Ma'am, you're getting a second chance on this case. I don't particularly feel like keeping an 80-year-old woman in the jail who has no criminal record. But this is your second warning. Don't go around him again.
I swear to God and all that's holy on a stack of Bibles, I will never go near him, talk to him, call him, or
What was
even
the
look
first
at him.
thing you were going to swear on besides the Bibles?
All that's holy.
What?
I don't remember.
Oh.
What?
All that's holy.
What?
All that's holy. Yeah.
Oh, all that's holy. Yes, sir. I didn't recognize your twang.
The senior's sassy remark catches Judge Hurley off guard.
Ma'am, have you ever thought of doing a stand-up routine? Have you ever thought about that?
I did. Well, if you pay me good money, sweetheart, I'll be there. I'm really short of funds.
Ma'am, I got to tell you something. You seem like you have a great wit about you.
I do, sir.
Yeah, so...
I mean, sweetheart, that's the only thing I have.
I've been called sweetheart in this courtroom.
Does that mean you're taking me for breakfast?
Let me ask you something, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
How have I done as a judge today? So far, how am I doing?
Not bad, but you could do better.
Can we get a drum roll with this?
With the case already wrapped up, the only thing the judge, the public defender, and all the other inmates are waiting for is one final punchline.
I got to tell you, you brightened my day, ma'am. All right?
That's what the last guy said, and then he sued me.
Thanks for being a fan of CourtCam. Subscribe to A&E to never miss a new video and catch full episodes on aetv.com.